Hey guys, Disgusting Magician here. Why am I disgusting, you may be asking? Well, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why. Magicians are disgusting creatures. We want the same thing over and over again. We want something flourishy. We want something that looks good. We want something that we think will get the attention of the ladies. But in reality, it repels all the ladies. It pushes them completely away. So today I thought I'd show you guys a little bit of a flourish to add to that obsession, that disgusting obsession. But before that, you guys should totally subscribe and do all the things that people do when it comes to videos, because you know what? It helps keep this happening, right? This whole, look at the couch and the saw and the pig and the Snorlax, all that, make sure that keeps happening. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. So today we're gonna be using these super edgy Daniel Madison cards. Oh man, Daniel, what are you doing? You need to talk to someone? God damn, these are the martyrs. There's a noose. I'm not even, there's a noose. You see it? There's a noose on the cover. Damn, Daniel. Here it says, "Here they lie, the glory is dead." What is that, Joan of Arc? Joan of Arc getting burnt at the stake, or maybe a witch from the Salem witch trials, which technically they didn't get burnt, they got hung. Oh man, God damn it, Daniel, you need help. You need some serious help, man. Before this, the flourish is fairly easy. You do need to know how to do a pharaoh shuffle. For those of you guys that don't know what a pharaoh shuffle, it's a way of interweaving the cards one after the other, and allowing for a little bit of a waterfall action there. That's what a pharaoh looks like, right? Let's see if I can do a perfect pharaoh. That's when you really have never seen a vagina, where you get each and every single card running perfectly against each other after you shuffle the cards. It's very difficult to do, but again, if you just neglect any sort of female attention in your life, you will be able to accomplish a shuffle. But that's not what I want to show you guys here. What I want to show you guys here, the world famous double bridge. I know you've seen the single bridge. The single bridge looks a little bit like this, right? Basic stuff, everyone's done it. How do you get a double bridge? Well, here is how we get a double bridge. We pharaoh the cards, and just in giving the cards a regular bridge, we could actually bridge the cards twice. What? I don't think you saw it the first time, so we'll do it again. We'll do it again right here. This time, from the standard position, the double bridge. That's right, we could bridge the cards twice. To the delight and to the astonishment of most spectators, we could bridge the cards twice. And you're gonna have the spectator say, "Wow, I've never seen anybody ever do the double bridge, Piggy. That's insane." And you go, "That's a lie. You just did. You just did. You just saw somebody do the double bridge, the legendary double bridge." So yeah, that's the move. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. It's a fairly easy move to do, not too difficult, but it is something that is gonna require a little bit of practice on your end, because holy sh! He has a noose around his neck. Daniel, what are you doing, man? What is that? There's a noose around his neck? God. Oh, right. Well, you know, let's just jump right in. Let's just jump right into the move here. So you want to know how it's done, eh? You're there sitting in your couch, dripping of grease, and you want to know how this move is done? Well, get up from the couch and grab a deck and go back to sitting in that pool of grease. That's pretty much what you need, because you need a deck of cards for this. You need a single deck of playing cards. Now, even though Daniel Madison and his illusionist cards have to have the edgiest back design on them, they do have a certain feel for them. I don't know what finish they're made of, but they're crushed stock, meaning that they're thinner, right? They're very, very smooth. So these cards are fairly easy to pharaoh. By pharaoh, I mean weave them in this sort of way. You see that? You see how they're weaved? Yeah, that's what you're gonna need to do for this. Now, it is possible to do this with a standard riffle shuffle, but you are going to have a really good riffle. So it is possible to do it with a riffle shuffle. So you're going to have to pick your poison. Do you want to do it with a riffle shuffle, or do you want to do it with a standard pharaoh? It's up to you, it really is. But all that's happening is you're going to do the first mechanics of a very famous false shuffle by Guy Hollingsworth. I know that it predates him by a little bit, but it is one that I first saw credited to him in drawing board deceptions, because he would do a standard shuffle. He would do the shuffle in this way, and then from this position, he'd be able to strip the cards out. So if you get into the pharaoh position, so just some tips on how to pharaoh cards. You're going to cut the deck approximately in the middle, just like this. Notice the grip of the cards. The grip is very important because a lot of people tend to think that you're going to have to force the cards in. You're going to have to jam them together. That's the furthest thing from the truth. It's a gentle touch. You need to pretend like you're touching the bum of an adolescent deer that was just given birth to in a forest near a magical, mystical river. That's how you're going to have to take this in consideration. But you notice that when you split the cards up, you're going to butt the cards against each other. So you're butting the cards against each other just like this, and it's going to be just a light touch. A light touch is all it's going to take for the cards to weave together. You don't need to jam them in there. It's not Sarah Richardson at the 5th grade prom. You don't need to just jam your wet noodle in there. But here we have the actual pharaoh. So all that's going to happen is it's going to take a little bit of practice. And for the actual flourish itself, usually you're going to come in and grab the card here at the back end and grab it here in the top and push down to do the bridge. That's how it's done in a standard fashion. However, for this, you are actually going to put pressure on the non-pip corner. So you notice this is a pip, right? We're going to kindergarten now. That's a pip. That's a pip. This is a corner without a pip. That's a corner without a pip. So you're going to grab the cards in the corners without the pips, and you're going to put pressure there. So instead of doing it from the middle, you're going to do it from these corners. And what's going to happen is that you're going to notice that the cards are actually going to separate in this sort of way. So if you actually push them out, you could have the entire deck that's separated just like this. Just by pressing on those opposing corners, the cards are going to jut out in this sort of weird fashion. But what this allows you to do is come in with the right hand and squeeze, so you could get another bridge. You see how good that looks? So you could get one single bridge this way, pressing on the corners, and then in this position, you could get another bridge just like that. So one more time, all that's happening, you're pharaohing the cards together. So the cards are being pharaohed together. It doesn't have to be a perfect pharaoh. You're putting pressure on the opposing corners, which is going to have the cards shoot out in this sort of way. So you're going to have both cards sticking out. Just by putting pressure, it makes sense because the cards are seeking to jut out. What's going to happen initially is that the cards are going to fly everywhere and you're going to embarrass yourself. But luckily for you, you're going to practice before you show this to somebody. Once you get to this position, you're going to come in with your right hand, squeeze. Your forefinger is going to press up as your other fingers squeeze to pack it down, and you're going to notice that that's going to give you a second bridge. So not only do you have the standard bridge that all spectators are used to, you're also going to have a bonus bridge that you could hit them with after. So then you could solidify the fact that you really are a magician and you are the toast of the town. Oh yeah. So this is one of those moves that requires a tad bit of practice to get down and to make sure that it happens. But the most difficult part, I think, about this is getting that pharaoh in the beginning, because most people tend to overestimate when it comes to the actual strength that you need. But as long as you give a nice little gentle weave, just a nice little bit of a gentle weave, those cards are just going to go inside each and every single time. You see oh yeah, look at that. Focus, boy. I remember pressing on those opposing corners is what's going to get you to this position where you could do the double bridge and show off your prowess to the spectator. So that's the move. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys do all the things that people do when it comes to videos. And I hope this move finally gets you the touch and adulation of somebody of the of your preferred gender. So we're gonna do that just to keep this 2018, right? I'm gonna go figure out different ways to use a crusher bite to crush her. Crush her, but I barely know her.
When I see you again, 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 when I see you again. try again.